Ashton, I want you to line up like you normally would. Okay, so for impact position, what would you do to see that with your eyes? What would you do?
That.
Okay, so that. But obviously you kept your hips and everything else square. So you want to see, remember obviously the impact, hips are going towards the target, right? And then our hands are forward. So I want you to do that. So obviously adjust your hips a little bit. There you go. Okay, so that's your impact position. So what I want you to do for the mental imagery part is I want her to just turn and see that position, right? If your eyes can see it, your brain can then process an image, allows her to say, okay, that's where we want to be at the ball. So this is a really good drill for you to get out here, okay? Do it a couple times, see it, then swing, because the chances of you then doing it while you swing, way better. All right, so I want you to do it like 2 times and then swing it. So she got just a little behind it there, but obviously a really good drill when we talk about mental imagery, seeing the shot before it happens, seeing an impact position before she does it, because obviously that will allow her to pull off a successful shot, and then obviously greater success. On to course management, so we want to talk about obviously when you get out of position, the biggest thing that you have to eliminate is a double bogey, triple bogey, something like that. So any of those high scores are just super detrimental to anybody's round. Hard to recover. A bogey is not a terrible score. Obviously, you put yourself in a position that is not good. Par is a great score. Okay, so what we have here is we have an alley up that way. As you can kind of see the flag from that angle, and then you have an alley out this way to the front of the green. Obviously, it's the most part of the green. So for you, what would you personally go for?
Probably a side.
Okay, correct. So obviously, that's what you want to see from any advanced players. You want to see them taking the safe shots. You want to see them going to the front of the green where they can do a short chip, putt, whatever. They have a chance at potentially making a par or a bogey. Whereas otherwise, if you go for the hero shot, we've got more trees. We've even got a little sprinkler box in the way, so lots can go wrong. Obviously, if you pull it off, you're a hero. But what I want Ashley to go through here is obviously we've decided, okay, we're going to go the safe route, take double bogey, triple bogey out of play, and so I'm going to see how she can execute it now. All right, so obviously a great job there. She got it out just short of the green. She has a short chip up, can make par, maybe even. You actually talk about a perfect, club face and hitting the ground and stuff like that. When look at it, okay, spin is obviously the ball's working backwards. So when you're getting up to hit a shot, right, you've worked on trajectory control, so you want to get up to that shot and say, okay, I want to imagine the ball actually spinning, back spinning off of my club face. Now, how can I do that? I'm not going to flip it, right? So you have to just mentally visualize that shot. You visualize what the ball's going to do, how it's going to react, and you actually see probably a better success rate. The best players in the world, they don't just, obviously they execute the shots to perfection, but they actually visualize the shot. They stand behind it. They can actually see it going in the hole before it even goes in the hole. So I want you to work on imagining the shot before it happens, seeing the spin on the ball before it even occurs, and that way you actually have a better chance of executing the shot with some confidence in yourself. Does that make sense? Esther, I'm going to see how she can do this. So I'm going to actually have her line up, do everything like she would, and then she's going to close her eyes. I'm going to see if she can mentally execute a swing, execute a shot without even looking at the ball, and see if her body is good enough to react, to see the shot, and then to execute the shot, obviously. So with that, I'm going to have Ashton work on this little mental game drill to see if she can execute it. So go ahead and do everything, and then close your eyes right before you hit it and swing it. So pretty good result. I mean, very good contact for actually not even being able to look at the ball. So obviously went a little long, a little left, but I was looking for contact, right? Could she see a shot? Could she visualize the ball, visualize what the club's going to do and do it? Or was it going to be a challenge that was actually very, very hard for her to overcome? And it wasn't. So that shows me that from the time we did our first lesson to now, she's really put in the work. She's really tried very, very hard to get. What I really want you to focus on going into that second lesson is you need to conquer your brain when it comes to that move, okay? So you need to know that if you're doing the pump drill and if you're just turning and allowing that club to match the shot, while you're doing the right thing. It may not feel correct at times, it may not work every single time, but in terms, we have to get your brain to have a new motor program, we have to alter it, it's different, it's weird. So what I want you to know is just, okay, mentally I need to stay sharp, I need to focus on the long-term goal, not short-term, right?